Okay, I'm here at the Warren Community Center celebrating Black History Month, and we have the pleasure of meeting with the mayor of Warren, Lori Stone. Hi, Lori.
Hi, how's it going today? Thanks for coming to join us.
I'm happy to. It's great. Nice turnout you got here.
This is fantastic. It's going to be a great afternoon.
Yes, it sounds like a good afternoon, all right.
Yeah. And well, I can't wait for the program to get started. I think people will have a lot of fun engaging and interacting with historical figures.
Yes.
And we have some amazing local business and artisans who have come to share what they're doing.
And you've been around talking to them, too.
I hope you took some samples.
No, just videos so far.
Okay.
I'll go back later for samples.
Yeah.
Okay, Lori, thanks for talking to us.
Yes.
Good afternoon, everyone. Can I please have you to take your seats? Our next legend will be Joe Rutherford.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good
Everybody
afternoon.
doing well?
Might have to tip it up, Joel.
Okay. Since I've got an old brain, I've got to get some help here with this, so give me just a second, please. He was born July 2nd, 1908 in Baltimore, Maryland, to William, a railroad porter and steward in an all-white country club, and Norma, a school teacher. He graduated with honors from Lincoln University in Pennsylvania in 1930, but was rejected by the University of Maryland Law School because he wasn't white. He then attended Howard University Law School, where he graduated first in his class. He was a protege of Charles Hamilton Houston. He, along with other law students, were encouraged to view the law as a vehicle for social change. After graduation, he began private practice in Baltimore. Among his first legal victories was Murray versus Peterson, 1935, a suit accusing the University of Maryland of violating the 14th Amendment's guarantee of equal protection under the law by denying a black applicant entering the law school based on race. In 1936, he became a staff lawyer under Houston for the NAACP. In 1938, he became lead chair in the legal office, and 2 years later, became chief of the NAACP Legal Defense and Educational Fund. Throughout the 1940s and 1950s, he distinguished himself as one of the country's top lawyers. He won 29 of 32 cases that he argued in front of the Supreme Court of the United States. His victory in Brown versus Board of Education, Topeka, Kansas, solidified his reputation as a formidable and creative legal opponent and advocate for social change. Students of constitutional law still examine those oral arguments of that case and the SCOTUS, the Supreme Court decision, in both a legal and political perspective. He argued that segregation in public education produced unequal schools for black and white students. This was to get the Supreme Court to reverse Plessy versus Ferguson from 1861 that decided separate but equal was legal. He was able to sensitize the Supreme Court to the terrible effects that institutional racism had on self-image, social worth, and social progress of black children. In 1961, he was nominated to the U.S. Supreme Court of Appeals for the 2nd District by President John F. Kennedy. President Lyndon Johnson named him to be the U.S. Solicitor General in July of 1965 and then nominated him to the Supreme Court in June 1967. His nomination was confirmed by the U.S. Senate on August 30, 1967, and he was the first black person to serve on the U.S. Supreme Court. His tenure on the Supreme Court, he stressed the need for equitable and just treatment of communities of color by the state and federal government. He opposed capital punishment. He served on the Supreme Court as it underwent a period of ideological change. He at first fit comfortably in the majority that was a liberal majority. But as years passed and many of his closest allies either retired or passed away, this created an opportunity for Republican presidents to swing the court in a conservative direction. By the time he retired in 1991, he was known as the Great Dissenter, as one of the last remaining liberal members of the Supreme Court dominated by a conservative majority. Some of the quotes I found interesting were, "When you see wrong or inequality or injustice, speak out because this is your country. Make this your democracy. Make it, protect it, and pass it on. Also, none of us got to where we are solely by pulling ourselves up by our bootstraps. We got here because somebody, a parent, a teacher, an Ivy League crony, or a few nuns, bent down and helped pick up our boots. A child born to a black mother in a state like Mississippi has exactly the same rights as a white baby born to the wealthiest person in the United States. It's not true, but I challenge anyone to say it's a goal not worth working for. He passed away on January 24th, 1993, and he'll always be remembered as a believer in justice for all.
Now, is there anyone here that knows who he is? Thurgood Marshall, one of our great orators, and also someone that many of us have looked up to over the years. Our next person is Deliza Lee.
I need to say that he is strong as the father. I was born January 26, 1944 in Birmingham, Alabama. I'm one of America's political activists, professor, author, and active in the community with the Black Panther Party. I was known and involved with the Solis Brothers that was once accused of a prison guard. I have a famous quote. I am no longer accepting the things that I cannot change, but I'm changing the things I cannot accept. Huey Newton was one of the first founding members of the Black Panther Party for the self-defense, founded in October 1966 in Oakland, California, by Huey Newton and Bobby Seale. They met at Marriott College in Oakland. It was a revolutionary organization that identified with Black nationalists and non-society, which are for self-defense and against police brutality. I believe that racism and capitalism were a danger in American justice. I once was drawn into the work as a student with the Black Panther Party, while my interest is in the community, civil rights, and the Black Panther Party, that I fully agree with their politicals. I'm still strong involved, but I still teach at some of the colleges in California. And my quote, you can jail the revolutionary, but you cannot jail the revolution. Who am I? Power to the people.
Angela Davis, you're 100% right. One thing I can say about my sister Eliza, she took this role to task. When she came in with that afro, I was like, oh my God. Our next legend, oh, now we have volume. Our next legend will be Olu Jabari.
Well, good afternoon. I just got off a plane. As you can see, I'm somewhat dressed. I was playing golf in Florida. And I got off the plane in Michigan and I said, whoa, I'm not in Florida. So anyway, I tried to represent all statutes. So I got my golf shoes on with the Army colors. I also have on my blue and white representing all sports teams. And since I'm in Michigan, I had to put on my Democracy for All hat, because everyone should be included. So with that, I wrote something for you that you'll never forget. I hope that you will enjoy this moment. So bear with me. This is the price and the promise of citizenship. This is the source of confidence. The numbers that God has called on us to shape uncertainly destiny. This is the meaning of our liberty and our creed. why men and women and children of every race and every faith can join the celebration across the magnificent mall. And why men whose father, less than 60 years ago, might not have been served in a local restaurant. But today I can stand here before you and take a most sacred oath. So let us mark this day with remembrance of who we are and how far we've traveled. In the year of America's birth, in the coldest of months, a small band of patriots huddled by dying campfires the shores of an icy river. The capital was abandoned. The enemy was advancing. The snow was stained with blood. At the moment when the outcome of our revolution was most in doubt, the father of our nation ordered these words to be read to the people. Let it be told to the future world that in the depth of winter, when nothing but hope and virtue could survive, that the city and the country, alarmed at one common danger, came forth to meet it. America, in the face of our common dangers, in this winter of our hardship, let us remember these timeless words. With hope and virtue, let us brave once more icy currents and endure what storms may come. Now, let it be said by our children's children that when we were tested, we refused to let this journey end. That we did not turn our back, nor did we falter. With eyes fixed on the horizon and God's grace upon us, we carry forth that great gift of freedom and deliver it safely to generations. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless the United States of America. Who am I?
Oh my God, you sounded like him.
I'm working on it.
He sounded a lot. So who was it that said Barack Obama?
Barack Obama. I think it was the inauguration speech when he became the president.
It was.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. Woo, you are the president.
I heard this.
Now we're going to give you a little harder task. We have the next legend, Miles Miller.
These have been some hard acts to follow. I don't know if I can catch up. So where do I begin? The person I chose to represent was known as one of the most the wealthiest person ever known. They were the leader of a very thriving and abundant nation in Western Africa. And they've been known to be so prosperous that when they went through certain towns, they would actually bankrupt the towns. They would cause inflation because they would spend and give so much resources where they went that it would just send the economic systems where they were in frenzies. This person, under their empire, was known for great advancements in technology, in education, in religion, and also economic prowess. Today, if this person was still alive, their net worth would be double that of Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos combined, and mostly in gold. This nation was rich in gold and was also one of the leading nations in religion and education. This leader was known for being very generous and being very, very apt to help his people. Who am I?
Does anyone have any idea who this person is? I told you this was going to stump you.
Yes.
100%. I learned so much from reading about this person, and we think about how he was one of the wealthiest men well before our time. So You get a calendar. All right. I was born in Brooklyn, New York on November 30th, 1924, to immigrant parents. My father, a factory worker, and mother, a seamstress from Barbados. I graduated from Brooklyn College, cum laude. I worked as a nursery school teacher and earned a master's degree from Columbia University in 1951. Aware of racial and gender inequality, I joined the League of Women Voters, the NAACP, and the Democratic Party. In 1964, I ran and became the second African American in New York legislators. In 1968, I sought and won a seat in Congress. I was co-founder of the National Women Political Caucus in 1971. In 1977, I became the first Black woman and second woman to serve on a powerful House Rules Committee. I served 7 terms in the U.S. House of Representatives. I was an outspoken advocate for women and minorities. Discrimination followed me, but I was unbossed and unbought. If they don't give you a seat at the table, bring a folding chair. In 1972, I seek nomination for President of the United States in the Democratic Party. Who am I? Shirley Chisholm. Our next legend, Judy Smith.
I was born on October 6, 1917 in Brewville, Mississippi. The youngest of 20 children, I worked in the fields with my sharecropper parents at the age of 6 and only received a 6th grade education. My civil rights activism began in 1962 when I volunteered with the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee to challenge voter registration procedures that excluded African Americans. Inspired by the committee, I attempted to register to vote. When my landlord and employer learned of my attempt, I was fired from my job and forced to leave my home. Determined to register after suffering repeated threats and beatings, I became a field secretary for the committee, finally became a registered voter in 1963, and cast my first vote in 1964. 1964 was a big year for me. After unsuccessful attempts by African Americans to work with the current all-white, pro-segregation Mississippi Democratic Party, I co-founded the Mississippi Freedom Democratic Party. We wanted the current Mississippi Democratic Party to be replaced by our Freedom Democratic Party. I even testified along with Martin Luther before the 1964 Democratic National Convention for this cause, describing incidents of violence and injustice suffered by civil rights activists, including my own experience of a jailhouse beating that left me crippled. President Johnson refused to seat our Freedom delegation, offering only 2 at-large seats, providing that neither of them went to me. We stood our ground and refused. We didn't come all this way for no 2 seats, I said. Although our Freedom Party failed to unseat the regular Mississippi delegation, our efforts had a lasting impact on the democratic process. And Martin Luther King thanked me and the great people like me, whose, quote, discipline, wise restraint, and majestic courage led us down a nonviolent course in seeking to establish a reign of justice and a rule of love across this nation of ours. I was also a delegate to the 1968 Democratic National Convention. I helped found the Freedom Farms Corporation, a nonprofit farming cooperative organized to alleviate hunger among both poor blacks and whites in Mississippi. And I remained active in civil affairs, giving speeches and interviews about the civil rights movement in Mississippi throughout my life. Who am I? Fannie Lou. Fannie Lou Hanger.
I hope as the legends come up that you all see the great impact that many African Americans have had on our country. And also, maybe go home and do a little bit of study, because this is just a tip of what contributions was made to this country and to the world. Now, I have the pleasure and the honor of introducing our Mayor of Warren, Lori Stone.
Thank you, Jackie. My living legend shares my love and passion for science and exploration. I was born on October 17th, 1956, in Decatur, Alabama, during a time of great change and challenge for African Americans. My parents instilled in me a love of learning and belief that I could achieve anything I set my mind to. Little did they know their daughter would reach for the stars in more ways than one. As a child, I dreamt of space travel, inspired by the courageous astronauts who dared to defy gravity. Despite facing obstacles and stereotypes, I pursued my passion for science and engineering. I earned a degree in chemical engineering from Stanford University and later pursued a doctorate in medicine at Cornell University. In 1987, my journey took a different turn as I became a general practitioner, but the spark of the cosmos never failed, and I decided to make a giant leap into the unknown, the world of space exploration. And in 1988, NASA selected me to be part of the astronaut program, making history as the first African American woman to be admitted. And on September 12, 1992, I soared into space aboard the Space Shuttle Endeavour as a mission specialist. Floating in microgravity, surrounded by the vastness of the cosmos, I felt the culmination of my dreams and the dreams of countless others who aspired to reach beyond our earthly confines. Beyond my historic flight, I continued to contribute to science and technology, working to inspire future generations to pursue careers in STEM fields. After leaving NASA, I founded a group promoting the technology and advancing scientific research. So here I stand before you, a living testament to the power of perseverance and the limitless potential within all of us. As you gaze upon this representation, remember the words that you have guided me through my journey. Don't let anyone rob you of your imagination, your creativity, or your curiosity. It is your place in the world. It is your life. Go on and do all you can with it, and make it the life you want to live. Who am I?
Oh my. Are you all enjoying yourself?
Yes.
Who? That's Mayor Jensen. Miles. There was a few. Raise your hand if you guessed her name. Okay, keep your hand up. She's got something for you. I want to thank you all because this is the first time since I've been a resident of Warren that we've had such a nice celebration of Black history. And as the Warren community being so diverse and so great and so many people, please remember, no matter what your complexion is, no matter what your religion is, we're all one people. And let's make sure that we act that way amongst each other. So I'm going to thank you. Please visit all of the vendors. They got some good food. I'm smelling it. I'm getting hungry. And please know that each and every person that came here, they're business owners. So let's also patronize their business. Thank you so much.
Okay, we're here at the Warren Community Center, and we're talking with some of the businesses that are here celebrating with the community. And I'm here talking to Carolyn from Carolyn's Catering.
Yes.
I love your food.
Thank you. You've had it?
Yes, I have.
Okay, good, good.
I believe you did like spaghetti or something.
Yes,
For Lori?
for Lori, yes. Our new mayor.
Yes.
Oops.
Okay. All right. You have all different kinds of food.
Yes, I have a full line of catering services, and I also have a truck that's going to be introduced May of 2024, a food truck.
A food truck.
Yes.
Oh, right.
Yes.
You gonna bring it to the community center?
Oh, yes, to the community center, any events in the city of Warren, I would love to be a part of that.
Farmers Market?
Yes, yes.
That
So,
sounds great. Looking
Yes.
forward to seeing you there.
okay, I look forward to seeing you too.
Okay, thanks for talking to me, Carolyn.
Okay, you're welcome. Bye-bye.
Warren Community Center celebrating Black History Month, and we're going around interviewing all the people that are getting involved with it. And if I could have your name and who you're with.
Okay, my name is Ariel Dockery, and I am the owner of Ariel's Furniture. We're located in Warren, Michigan, on 8 Mile and Ryan, 4415 B East 8 Mile Road.
Sounds great.
Yes, it is. We have luxury modern furniture, and I cater to all, and I cater to whatever budget you have as well.
So
Yes.
it's affordable and
Yes,
luxury. too.
yes. At the same time, yes, I cater to all. Yes.
Thank you. Well, thank you for taking the time to talk.
Yes, no problem. Thank you for allowing me to talk.
Now I'm talking to Catherine from the League of Women Voters. Okay, can you say your name for me?
Sure, Catherine Laboon.
Okay. And I'm guessing you're here to encourage people to vote.
Yes, we're here to register people that need to register to vote and also let people know about our online voter guide called Vote 411. And we also have a handout on all of the new voter laws that Michigan voters passed in 2022. So if anyone's unsure about the new voter rights, about early voting or absentee voting changes, we have a whole handout on that. So we're just here to educate the public and help people get ready to vote.
That's great. And you can even register people here today?
Yeah, we have voter registration forms available if folks would like to fill those out. We also can direct you on where you can register to vote online if you want to vote on, or I'm not, sorry, not vote online, register online. You can register. You can't vote online. You can register to vote online at the Michigan Secretary of State website, and we have a QR code that will take you right to their website to get registered if you would like to do it that way, or we have the old-fashioned paper forms.
Okay, well, thank you for taking the time to talk to me.
Sure, thank you so much.
My name is Oksana Urban, and I came in today especially to see the event and talk with the members that come, that is patrons that come in to see what we're doing here today. This is a celebration, and so we are all going to be celebrating the fact that this particular program was put together, and it's drawn quite a few people. And we also decided to put out as many materials as we have at this time, at this location, so that people can look at what books we have and check some out if they choose to. And they can ask us questions about what resources we have and the type of programs we have, and we have a lot. So we welcome everyone to come to the Warren Public Library. We have 4 branches. 2 in the south end of town and 2 in the north end of town. So feel free to come in if you need tax forms, if you need to fax something or get a document notarized. We're here to do it all for you.
Okay, I see you have something that would be really good for warmer weather, the book bike.
Absolutely. The book bike, we take that to the parks and we tell children stories, we do crafts with them, and we also go to the pond that we call the pond at the front of City Hall. There's like a wading water there for kids to splash around during the summer months.
Yes.
And we go over there too and tell stories and pass out information about the library.
Well, thank you for taking the time to talk to me.
Well, thank you for asking me to join you for a moment. Thank you.
Hi, we're here at the Warren Community Center celebrating Black History Month.
Yes.
And this is One-of-a-Kind Daycare. And what's your name?
My name is Shawan Yancey.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
And you do the daycare. Do you do like weekly or?
Weekly daycare. Weekly daycare, Monday through Friday. Our hours are from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Okay.
Yes.
And where are you located?
We're located in Warren, Michigan on 28838 Van Dyke.
Okay.
Yes, where our owner is Alexis Duncan. She's the owner of our daycare. Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you for talking to me.
Thank you so much.
We're celebrating Black History Month, and we're out here interviewing all the people that are participating in this. And your name is Michelle.
Michelle Nard, Macomb County Commissioner for District 12.
Yes, and I see you have a nice spread out here.
Yes, I wanted to do a seat at the table. These are all the African Americans that are currently seated in different parts of government making decisions for our people.
Yes, that's great. I see one of my friends.
Yes.
Melody is there.
Yes. Melody McGee is the first African American to ever sit on the council.
Yes, that was about time.
Yes, and I am the first county commissioner ever elected from the city of Warren. And Antoinette Wallace is the first from Mount Clemens. The young lady in the pink with the pink shirt, that's Tammy Patton. She's the first trustee.
Is that
in 200
Donovan
years.
back there?
That's Donovan McKinney. He's the first rep, African American rep. Yes.
Okay, well, thank
got
you
a
so
lot of
much for
firsts.
talking to me.
Yes, I thank you guys. Have a great day.
You too.
Thank you for stopping by.
I'm here at the Warren Community Center. We're celebrating Black History Month, and we're going around talking to all the people that are participating. And this is from Sweet J's Bake Shop, I believe.
Yes, absolutely. Sweet J's Bake Shop. We're located in Warren. We sit right on the corner of 14 Mile and Shaner, and we're right next door to Little Caesars Pizza.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, what's your name?
My name is Janita Smith, and I go by J Smith. And I've been operating and owning Sweet J's Bake Shop for coming up almost on 10 years now.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you can do all kinds of things. I see cakes and cobblers.
Absolutely. Banana pudding. Yes, absolutely. I promise you that when you taste these desserts, it's going to take you right back to childhood and give you all those warm memories from childhood.
Okay, well, thank you for taking the time to talk to me.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Warren Community Center celebrating Black History Month, and we're going around interviewing all the people that are participating. And this nice lady here is from Van Dyke Place.
Yes, from Van Dyke Place Rental Hall. We're located on Van Dyke and Hupp. We're an intimate setting for any events that you choose to have. We're small. We can sit up to 50 people. And I'll give it to my boss.
Okay. gentleman over here then. Okay.
Hello. So as our coordinator was saying, we are Van Dyke Place. We're an intimate and elegant event space. We host a lot of small and intimate events such as baby showers, birthdays, small tea parties, and things of that nature.
Yeah, you're not having 2,000 people.
No. And we work closely in the planning and putting the event together because everyone doesn't know how to reach out and pull the various vendors and whatnot that you may need for your event. So we are very instrumental in assisting you with that process as well. You don't even have to hire a DJ. We have our own Bluetooth speaker and microphone system, free Wi-Fi for your photos and videos on our big screen. And we do a lot of pretty stuff too, centerpieces, place settings, things like that. And right now we're really, really busy with prom send-offs and graduation parties and things like that.
I would think so, yeah.
Yeah.
What's your name, please?
I'm Gina.
Okay, Gina, thank you for talking to me.
Well, thank you so much for stopping by. Have a blessed day.
You too.